Good weekend, Vigs. Luca Di Pasquo lets one goal in on the weekend. That's a huge positive.
Yeah, and on Friday he didn't have a ton of work, but when he
Mhm.
did kind of late in the game, he came up with some key saves. That was a nothing game for a long time, 1-0 game for a long time until the empty netters. So for him to stay solid was really important. It's one of those games where if the goalie gives up a softie, it really puts the daubers down the bench. So him able to like take control of the net, stop the Grey Days when they showed up was really important. And then Saturday he got a lot more work and looked just as steady. And I think he even showed a little bit of swagger during the game. You could see him do the slow clap goalie paddled on the ice as the penalty was going out. He's coming out playing the puck. He's flashing the leather. He's doing the spins on the pad slides. That was a guy who looked happy, and we actually got to talk to him after the game, and he had lost a little bit of his voice, and I could tell he had a good time out there.
Sam, that's kind of how it is with goalies. It's such a two-way thing. A goalie could bail you out, and you could bail out the goalie a lot of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important kind of for them to play with confidence too, because they're such different players. A goalie with confidence versus without confidence is a world of difference. And like you said, Viggs, he kind of lost his voice at the end of the game, which tells me he was talking quite a bit out there. And as a defenseman, I think that helps you and that helps that entire decor, just like breaking the puck out, whatever it might be. And so I'm glad to hear he's got his swagger back.